All right, good morning to you, Gulf Coast. I'm Chad Petrie in today on this Labor Day for Shimani Baker and Bill Riles. They're getting the day off while I labor today, but it's not a bad deal. You see, my weekends usually start on Wednesday, so I'm taking Wednesday off. So in reality, people think I'm just taking Wednesday off, but in reality, in the real world, I'm taking my first Friday off. So it's very smart. I'm thinking ahead, a few steps ahead. All right, so a lot of big stories to cover on News 5 Now this morning. We've got the Labor Day Parade that's coming back to Mobile this year. It's going to have a new route. We'll tell you about that. A new study raising concerns about the ADHD diagnosing process of children. And things are going to be a little less expensive in Alabama. We'll tell you how taxes are changing to affect some of the products you may buy. So stick right here as we light it up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
And thank you again for watching. I'm News 5's Chad Petrie, in today for Bill Riles and Shimani Baker. Of course, every morning we start News 5 Now a little after 8 o'clock, talking about some of the big stories that we are following on this Labor Day Monday. So let's get right to those big stories with number 5. Yes, number 5, we start talking about the Labor Day Parade that is happening today in Mobile, the annual Labor Day Parade happening later this morning. This year, it will have a new parade route. It's because the old Civic Center site is still under construction. The parade will now start on Lawrence Street this year and follow a somewhat familiar route from there. The parade starts at 10 this morning. It's also known as the Toilet Paper Parade in honor of the paper products that are thrown from Kimberly-Clark workers to the crowd. Number 4, on this Monday morning, officials in Orange Beach are asking you to please be careful on any of the Perdido Islands. You know, a lot of people are headed to the beach today and maybe head to the beach over the weekend. That's because work to restore Bird Island, Robinson Island, and the Walker Islands. It's almost done, but they say that newly created habitats are very fragile right now. They insist that people stay off the freshly planted areas, keep a safe distance from construction equipment. There will be limited access on Bird and Robinson Islands, and Walker Islands, they are off limits because of this project. Number 3, a new study finding some children are being diagnosed with ADHD and then prescribed medication too quickly. Researchers at Stanford found more than 40% of preschool-age children diagnosed with ADHD receive prescriptions in about a month later. Some saying that might be too quick of a time frame for that. Number 2, the first beams of the new Mobile Arena are now up, 3 months after local leaders broke ground on the site. This is the new 10,000-seat arena that's replacing the Mobile Civic Center, the project costing $237 million. They hope to have it up and ready for the 2027 Mardi Gras season. And number 1, another story that a lot of people are looking forward to. Moving forward, some things will be a little less expensive in Alabama. The state tax, I should emphasize, on groceries is going down just a little bit from 3% to 2%. The Alabama Grocers Association says the grocery cut would mean a yearly savings of around $125 for a family of 4. The reductions are part of a bill that tied tax cuts to growth in the Alabama Education Trust Fund. If the fund grows by 3.5% or more, the grocery tax is reduced by 1%. And that's our countdown of some of the big stories on this Monday morning. Now, of course, it's Labor Day. It's a vacation day. People are out doing things, doing fun activities. What did you do this weekend? What interesting things did you do to fill this extra day you may have in your schedule to go out and play? Now, normally for me, I'm working. I'm doing stuff. I was in Daphne after I was finishing up work for the day, or getting close to finishing up. I had a little spot by the Gator Boardwalk, and I was able to catch something that was actually pretty interesting. I wanted to try to show you this. Not the question of the day. I wanted to show you this video from Facebook that I'm going to play here that I uploaded earlier. It's just a little alligator. Just a little happy fella that's swimming under the Gator Boardwalk at Daphne. Now, I was able to, keep my distance. when you're dealing with wildlife like that. You want to keep your distance, and thankfully I was up on a boardwalk. The other interesting thing about my little excursion here is that there were 2 other people that were visiting. I think they were staying at the hotel there at the Hampton Inn. And one of them said, well, I see one gator. That means there's no other gators around, because gators are famously very territorial creatures. So if they've got a spot, they generally don't let others around it. So you give the gator his space. That's one thing you recommend. You see the gator, don't touch the gator, and just let the gator be. At least that's my advice. It was a nice thing to see. I had a lot of nature encounters this week. When I went to Pensacola Beach on Thursday, one of our days off, I was just surrounded by tiny little yellow-tailed mullets. And then during my morning walk on Saturday, I do these before dawn, so it can be kind of scary, I saw a possum. It was like right next to my shoulder on top of a fence. And I was scared of it. It was scared of me, but it didn't move. Now, somebody suggested that it was playing possum. That's possible. I don't know that for sure. So anyway, post your nature encounters. See what you can see today. Go out there, have fun today, but also do it safely, because there are going to be a lot of state troopers in Alabama, Florida, and elsewhere doing increased traffic enforcement for this time of year. So this is one of the things that they definitely watch out for, and we ask you to be safe out there as you travel for your Labor Day. All right, that's all I got here for News 5 Now. Of course, Devin will join you a little after 12:30 this morning for another edition of News 5 Now. We'll have the question of the day and your results in the poll question a little bit later today as well. We ask you to please stay with us for News 5 at 9. That'll be coming up in a little bit. And, of course, News 5 at noon as well. We thank you for watching News 5 Now. And you guys out there, have a good Labor Day Monday.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.